and welcome to another edition of the Triton Tracker. The players on the men's basketball team can call themselves champions after an 84-72 midweek victory over Florida Southern clinched a share of the Sunshine State Conference Championship. The win was made even sweeter as the 6 graduating seniors were honored for senior night. Trayvon Young led Eckerd with 16 points while Obiche recorded a double-double with 13 points and 10 rebounds. EC then traveled to Barry with the opportunity to claim the outright championship on Saturday, but were defeated 82-69 and finished in a three-way tie with the Bucks and Rollins. The Tritons were led in scoring by Drushan McLaurin with 16 points. The second-seeded Tritons will now host the Florida Tech Panthers in the quarterfinal round of the SSC tournament on Wednesday. The women's basketball team also honored its 2 seniors on Wednesday, but were defeated by the Florida Southern Moccasins 67-62. The Tritons limited the Mocs to a 33% shooting percentage on the night, but they sealed the game with a strong performance at the free throw line. In her final game at the MacArthur Center, Margaret Sundberg led EC with 15 points, while Casey Jude recorded her third double-double of the season with 10 points and 10 rebounds. On Saturday, the Tritons finished the regular season in defeat as Barry shot 59% from three-point range on its way to an 85-72 victory on senior day. Victoria Vine led EC with 16 points, while Jude narrowly missed her second double-double of the week with 14 points and 9 rebounds. The Tritons traveled to Melbourne on Wednesday for a quarterfinal matchup against Florida Tech in the SSC tournament. The softball team traveled to West Palm Beach to take on Palm Beach Atlantic in a 3-game series over the weekend. Chelsea Armstrong led Eckerd at the plate in Game 1 with an RBI double in the third to score Carrie Shearer, but EC went on to drop the weekend opener 2-1. The Tritons then suffered another come-from-behind defeat in Game 2 by a score of 5-4 through 8 innings. Janet Gaboro and Casey Duncan recorded 2 hits each, while Shearer scored a pair of runs. During the finale, EC evened the score 1-1 during the 5th inning off of a Kylie King RBI single to right field, but a big 6th inning by the Sailfish blew the game open for a 6-1 final, completing the sweep. Competing just once over the week, the baseball team hosted Warner on Tuesday. The Tritons struck early with a 3-run first inning before the Royals answered with 2 runs in the top of the second. The game remained 3-2 until the bottom of the 5th inning when Rowdy Andrews homered to left field to put 3 more runs on the board for EC. A third 3-run inning capped off the Tritons scoring in the 7th. Warner would then score 3 runs of its own in the 8th, but EC held on to the 9-5 victory. Mike Egan recorded his first win of the season, allowing just 1 hit and striking out 4 batters over 2 innings pitched. Heavy rain postponed the men's and women's tennis home opener on Wednesday against Weber International, but both teams resumed play on Wednesday at Ave Maria. The women recorded their first win of this young season with a victory over the Gyrenes. The Tritons opened up with a 2-1 lead after doubles play, which propelled them to the 7-2 decision. Lawrence Bourgeau and Isabella Wong recorded the biggest win of the afternoon with an 8-0 sweep at second doubles. Doubles also aided the men in their victory over the Gyrenes as the Tritons captured all 3 points. EC dropped a pair of hard-fought matches in singles, but were victorious in 3 others on their way to a 6-2 team victory. Victor Appelquist and Yasua Husoto led EC with an 8-1 win at number 1 doubles. The co-ed sailing team hosted the Mendelblatt team race on Saturday and Sunday as the Tritons went 11-5 in the head-to-head format to place 3rd. EC swept 5 schools during the event, but the College of Charleston won a perfect 16-0 for the win. The women's sailing team traveled to Charleston, South Carolina to compete at the Charleston Women's Regatta. The Tritons finished 11th out of 14 teams. The women's golf team competed in its first tournament of the spring season and finished in 18th place at the Lady Mock Classic hosted by Florida Southern. Sarah Green opened the tournament with a season-low 77 before being passed on the leaderboard. Thank you once again for joining us on the Triton Tracker. We'll be back next week with more Triton news.